I just see my identity as me being me, enjoying the things that I enjoy. So I don't think gender or sexuality really have any. It's not that they don't have anything to do with who I am, but it's just that they contribute to who I am rather than shape who I am. Not really. The only time I use labels is so people can understand it better, but with me I don't really care. Like, I'm quite indifferent to everything, so. Yeah, sometimes, and then I just kind of look at them like, what are you doing? What's the point? Seriously. We're all people here, so why can't we just get along? Like, schools have kind of been, well, my previous school, before I moved to Wellington, they kind of taught me to just not really hide but not say anything. So it's like, you know, who you are is your business, but I've just not really been in an environment to be like, this is who I am, and just shout it from the rooftops. I've just been like, it's my business. So. Whenever there was an incident or there was someone who was like me, they didn't really stop the bullying. They kind of just be like, just simmer down. Like, just told, they didn't deal with the problem, they just kind of tried to get to the root of it, but they didn't see what the right root is. They think that bullying, they can stop bullying if they solve the issue, but that's not the issue. Bullying is the main issue. So it's just a whole bunch of me feeling uncomfortable with myself because I was different, and I was just not happy with who I am. People weren't happy with who I am, but I just found friends and I could be myself, so I was just like, you know what, if I'm good enough for them, then I should be good enough for me, at least. But yeah, that's just the kind of homophobia you experience in a small town is cowardly homophobia. It's just people making snide comments or cyberbullying. It's just, they don't really have a pot to piss in, to be honest, when it comes down to it. I didn't really have much support because I never asked for it, because I didn't feel like I needed support, because I was like, this is just a silly little issue that'll go away by itself. But no, I've never really asked for support. The only time I really asked for support was when I spoke to my sister about it, and she was the first one to really give me support. She just kind of listened. She didn't even do anything, she just listened. And that's what people need, it's just someone to listen. And in order for people to be able to feel comfortable within themselves, it's quite sad, but they need to feel like other people are comfortable with them. But once they find a few people who are comfortable with them, they start to become comfortable within themselves, and that's just the most important part. The amount of people and the different kinds of variety is really what's changed, because if you go back to a small town, you see the same person in the same story, same life. But once you go to like the school that I'm at now, there's so many different people, and there's just no room for ignorance. Sorry, yeah. The biggest issue is people not knowing. Yeah. They just don't know. They're scared of it. They're scared of change. They're scared of the idea of someone being someone else, because they're so used to the idea that someone must fit into this category, when really there isn't actually a category. Talking to people and talking to my family, talking to my friends, And yeah, that's basically how I broke the silence, is by talking and laughing. In an ideal world for me, it would just not having to come out. Not having to really, you know, well, it's just like pulling someone aside and saying, yes, I'm heterosexual. Or it's just, I don't feel like coming out is needed, and in a perfect world, it won't be needed to come out, really, and there won't be a silence to break.